Just following your lead now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lone University. You guys are making my job really easy lately. Your requests have not missed. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. But I'm going to venture into deeper waters today with a band called A Wilhelm Scream, which I have never heard of until your request came through. Whereas bands like Rancid, NoFX, I'd seen their names and heard them over the years occasionally in passing, despite not listening, but this is completely foreign. But you guys have recommended The Horse, which is from the band's fifth studio album released in 2007 called Career Suicide. And it's saying here that A Wilhelm Scream is melodic hardcore, despite getting this request on my punk video, so I'm excited to see kind of where that fits in. And I'm always intrigued where bands get their names, so I read a little further and see that their name is a reference to the Wilhelm Scream, a famous stock sound effect used mainly in films. So cool tidbit there, but let's get straight to it. A Wilhelm Scream, The Horse. It's always just right into it, isn't it? Woo, moving a lot. Sounds like you kind of even went lower. This might be on a 5-string, I'm not sure. I am just waiting in a room. What the hell? Is that what I think it is? Hold on. Two-handed tapping, arpeggios. What? I am just waiting in a room. I only sleep but half the time. What the heck? I was not expecting that, anything like that. That first riff was already really cool. It was just had a lot of groovy syncopation, moving bass line. I could already hear it. It's mixed really well. I got to ease into that one because that first riff was really cool. We'll get to this part. Let's start here. I am just waiting in a room. I only F sharp minor down to D. I am berating on the girl. Whoa. That's insanely. That's harder than anything in the prog world I'm listening to these days. What the heck? Okay, sounds like an F sharp minor arpeggio tapped with two hands, just an oscillating. I don't know how the fingering would be because just a diatonic arpeggio like that is really hard to. He's going up to the, like this. It would be easier if it was kind of like this. But he's doing that minor third, which is hard. And going down to D major. Crazy clean. I'm gonna let that play a bit and see if there's any variation, but wow, you guys pick them well. Now, silently greeting pleasant eyes. I am just waiting. Wow. My mind will slip from time to time. I am relaying from the roof now. Messages bouncing. This is really cool. Vocal harmonies, it just sounds really thick. Good layering. That bass line's really moving in kind of groups of three, giving it a little bit of like syncopated feel, even though it's kind of eighth notes right now. That kind of thing. I can't let this tapping thing go. We might come back to it. I'm assuming it might happen again because I want to talk about that, but let me get into the song, get to the meat of it. Kind of the guitar's mirroring that now. That's cool. Really, look at this. The bass is kind of shadowing that rhythm. Kind of just all upbeat oriented in terms of when the notes change. The bass was doing that a second ago before the guitar did. That's great songwriting. Listen to that. Messages bouncing from the wires. It's another day. That's cool. hear that low D. He's either in drop D or he's on a 5 string. I can hear that note clear as day right here, which might change the way the tapping is done. It's just hard to imagine this in a vacuum, just looking at an album cover. Really cool.
I am just waiting in a room. My body lets the tail unwind. It tells how money turns the world round. This body welcomed its demise.
Low D.
It's another day. Walking up a race for what a man. Rinse off the mud, burn away the image, pull the blinders down, and with open sound, meet the end. Harmonica's phrases uttered. He was wakes the others. His family is dead. They followed a course towards hell. How are we gonna save ourselves?
Doing these big octave things, I like that. I kind of heard some like moving bass stuff. Cool. And another thing that's really cool, I'm hearing in the vocals, I really like that texture. Kind of sounds like you have a more gritty vocal blended in with like a completely clean vocal, but I can't ignore the bass part because I'm trying to hear everything as it hits me, but this bass is crazy cool. Yeah, the dual vocal thing's cool. That was cool. And that was a cool little tag there. This is action-packed. Wow. Love that little kind of ostinato there. Bass is kind of taking a lead thing going on here, but it's kind of still in the background. Cool little like counterpoint breakdown here going on. I'm gonna go back and hear kind of what that bass is doing. But that little guitar thing was catchy. There's a little 3-note melody. Back a little more. That was cool. All right. Starting off a nice little development there. Ooh, that A major. Love that. Listen to that. That's beautiful. Call and response now. Ooh. I don't know what to say. Like every 5 seconds, it's something jumps out I didn't expect. I think the song just started out so bam, just 0 to 90, that this like really dynamic breakdown, call and response. It's like kind of trading fours in a way between the guitar and bass, the drum cross sticking, just really good dynamics. I kind of thought this was just going to be like the whole time, despite the tapping and all that. This is a really nice melodic side of the band. I'm just hearing in this one song. That's really, really cool. There's so many little nuances here going down between all the instruments. It's just really well done, and it's got some really dense layering. I'm liking it. I love the chord choices. I heard a G natural in there, which is not in the key, so they kind of went down chromatically. See if I can start there and let it play a bit. Oh, right there. Let me go back a little bit, lean into that. So we're in kind of A major now. Out of key. That's cool. This is really cool. Wow. That was a whole chromatic thing down. That was really cool. Gives it a little bit of driving tension there. I'm going to assume a pick isn't being used. It sounds like a really nice, saturated, warm fingerstyle tone. And it almost kind of has that bridge pickup quality that's really kind of cutting through. It's not super, a typical punk bass tone I hear a lot. It's P bass, kind of a wide open tone knob. It's just got those teeth on it. This has kind of a warmer, softer attack. But it's not woofy and kind of boomy and washed out. It's got this kind of nasal character to it that allows those little nuances to cut through the. Love it. And it just has some definition. And of course, the tapping part earlier, I'm not sure if that's coming back. We're getting to the end. Super crazy as it was, but just liking the dynamics of that bass tone. It's not just super teethy. So this is kind of a different style of bass playing. I don't know if this is punk. I mean, you guys have recommended it a lot on my punk videos, but melodic hardcore, I hear the elements of punk, but it's got some more darker technical aspects. Just a little more chops, technicality. I'm really digging that. Stuff like that. It's tough to try to follow along. Back to that riff. Ha! Wow. That was such an interesting flavor of punk. I don't know. I hear the sound of punk just at its core, but it had these darker technical detours in the song. And then, you just don't hear stuff like two-handed tapping in this genre. At least I haven't. What do I know? I'm just kind of getting into it still, but I feel like there's so many sub branches of this punk ska family tree that all just have a different take on them. This is a little bit more technical. Of course, I played technical progressive music as a career for a long time, so I love hearing those just chops-oriented riffs, that tapping thing. It didn't come back. I didn't want to rewind to the beginning and keep harping on it, but that is just grade A, clean, the guy's put in some work. It's incredibly done. That's hard to do. That's something you would find in the stuff I try to play. But, trying to imagine the fingering, I assume it wasn't an alternate tuning. And if it was just in standard, that's a crazy, pattern to be able to nail that cleanly. It's a lot of two-handed coordination, a lot of good muting with the left hand. So, not to dive into that too much, but that was super impressive. But as cool as that was, I liked the way the bass just kind of grabbed all the instruments, grabbed the composition, and just let it. It was really driving it, and especially toward the end there, you had some just really nice walking around those chord changes, not quite like a walking bass line, but just accenting all of the different notes possible within that chord and just really giving a colorful bass line. Just had like a good movement to it, kind of driving that song to its final point, which when a bass starts getting busy at the end of the song, that's kind of a good closure thing. Anyway, fantastic pick. I saw the song Skid Row requested a lot. Might add that coming up soon, but I think I saw The Horse a lot more. But thank you guys so much. I'm just loving all the different variety and these bands in this scene that I just haven't heard yet. And you guys never miss with these punk requests, melodic hardcore requests, not sure, but thank you so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you would like to support me further. I'm now on Patreon. I've got licks, tracks, hours and hours of lessons, helix patches, and a lot of reactions that you cannot find on YouTube that I'm doing over there. So come join me. I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers. We will see you next time.